That's it. So now finally we're going to work out some problems based on the particle nature of electromagnetic radiation. So to begin with, I have the very first problem for you. It is now, you can see the problem here. Calculate the energy of 1 mole of photons of radiation whose frequency is 5 into 10 raised to the power 14 Hertz. So you are required to calculate the energy of 1 mole of photons. Now you know the meaning of mole, and in 1 mole, you know how many of these photons you have. This is what you're supposed to know. So let's see the solution here. The first one. Okay, calculate the energy of 1 mole of photons of radiation whose frequency is, so you will write the frequency given here is nu is equal to 5 into 10 raised to the power 14 Hertz. Now this Hertz can be replaced by 5 into 10 raised to the power 14 per sec. It's a unit of frequency, right? Now the next thing, you just have to calculate the energy. Now as far as energy is concerned, you have this expression E is equal to h nu. So h, you know, is the Planck's constant. It's given by the, it's got its value 6.626 into 10 raised to power negative 34 joule seconds, right? Okay. Now you can easily calculate the energy of 1 photon. Energy of 1 photon, right? So let's put. We know that. Okay. Energy of 1 photon. Energy of 1 photon of light, 1 photon, that is EV, right, is equal to h nu. So your h here is this value 6.626 10 raised to power negative 34 joule seconds multiplied by nu, that's the frequency, it is 5 into 10 raised to power 14 per sec. Here, as far as these units are concerned, this is second, this is per sec. Per sec means you bring it down -1, it becomes second here, it will get cancelled. Likewise, you can cut out these two here. And now finally you are left with, that is 6.626 into 10 raised to negative 34 into 5. When you multiply these two, so I'll just write the answer straight away from here. Don't want to waste time, you can do these calculations yourself. So let's see. The answer here turns out to be, it is 33.13 into, okay, 10 raised to power, 10 raised to power negative 19. This is negative, not 19. I'm sorry. 33.13 into 10 raised to power. The first thing I want to show you is negative 20 there, right? It is joules. Now, when you write this in the scientific notation form, you got to put this decimal point. It is 3.313 into 10 raised to the power. 10 raised to the power. Decrease the value, increase it become negative 19 joules. So this is actually the energy of 1 photon, right? In terms of 89 joule, yeah. And now you are asked to find the energy of 1 mole of photons. 1 mole. Now what we know is 1 mole is nothing but, see, 1 mole of photons. 1 mole of photons is equal to 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 photons, right? So you have this many photons in 1 mole. So now, see, the energy of 1 photon, just 1 photon is so much. So you put it this way. Energy of 1 photon is equal to this one, 3.313 into 10 raised to power negative 19 joules. Now you are asked to find the energy of 1 mole of photons, that is this many photons. So your energy of 1 mole is this number, 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 photons is equal to how much energy? So you can take this as x, right? And now if you take this x, we cross multiply and then we'll get the value of x. Since this is a direct proportion, case of direct proportion, so x is equal to, I multiply these two, it becomes 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 photons here into 3.313 into 10 raised to power negative 19 joules here. This is joules, right? Joules divided by this number, that is 1 photon, right? This is one photon. So now photon and photon will get cancelled. So finally you are left with this much of energy. And the product of these two, after I multiplied it, I got this as, I'm getting something like this. First, to begin with, 19.95 into 10 raised to the power 4 joules, right? So now, if you write this in the scientific notation form, it becomes 1.995 into 10 raised to the power, make the number smaller in value, into so 5 joules, if I'm not wrong, right? Okay, just about 5 joules. So this is now the energy of 1 mole of photons. What? So you write that therefore the energy of 1 mole of photons is, therefore the energy of 1 mole of photons is equal to this number, 1.995 into 10 raised to power 5 joules. Now if you're asked to express this in terms of kilojoules, then you will have to divide this by 1000, because 1 kilojoule is equal to 1000 joules, right? 1000 joules is equal to 1 kilojoule. So this many joules is how many kilojoules? You divide it by 1000. Okay, that's it. So this is the very first problem for you. I think it has become clear. And the next problem for you is calculate the energy of 2 moles of photons of radiation whose frequency is 2 into 10 raised to the power 15 hertz. Hertz again. You can change it to per second, right? Per second. And if you are given kilohertz, you first change this hertz to second, it becomes kilohertz. That is kilo, you change it to 1000, right? And then hertz, you change it to per second. And that's what you can do. Now you can work it out or solve this problem in the same way as done here. Now the only difference is you have to find the energy of 2 moles of photons. You can have 2 moles of photons, right? So here, in this case, you will first find the energy of 1 photon. So energy of 1 photon, you apply the same formula here, you will get the energy of 1 photon. And now 1 mole of photons is 6.021023 photons. Here it says, after you have got the energy of 1 photon, then you will now have to find the energy of 2 moles of photons. See, 1 mole of photons means this many photons. Now, 2 moles of photons means this number to be multiplied by 2. So 2 into 6.022 into 10 to the power 23 photons. So that number you use, and then you write energy of 2 moles of photons here. This number will change now. In a 6.022, you put on 2 here, right? You multiply this number by 2, you write it here, and then you get the answer. And I think the answer I have got for this one, 2 moles of photons, right? 2 into 10 raised power. If the final answer, I don't know if I haven't written the answer here. So you work it out yourself, right? It's simple. You can get it done yourself. Now we will move on to the next problem, right? That is problem number 3. And I hope you got this. One energy of 2 moles of photons, right? 1 mole is 6.02 to 10 to the 23. 2 moles means 2 into 6.02 to 10 to 23, right? And then you will get the answer. Now the next problem for you is a 100 watt bulb emits monochromatic light of wavelength 400 nanometers. Calculate number of photons emitted per second by the bulb. This is what you are supposed to find now. This is problem number 3. So I'll write solution number 3 here. Okay, now a 100 watt bulb. This watt it's a unit here. This watt, you know, 1 watt is equal to 1 joule per second. This is the same as 1 joule per second. When you have 1 watt, it is equal to 1 joule per second. So this is actually 1 watt is the power of the bulb. So that's the energy that's given out by this bulb. It is 1 joule. 1 watt means 1 joule per second. Since it is 100 watts, since it's a 100 watt bulb, it is 100 joules per second. So here it's actually power of the bulb. The power of the bulb is 100 watts, right? So this is the same as, if 1 watt is 1 joule per second, then 100 watts is 100 joules per second. So 100 joules of energy is given out by this bulb in 1 second, right? Now you're asked to calculate the number of photons emitted, in 1 second when the bulb gives out 100 joules of energy. This is what you require to find. So now let's see. To find the number of photons here. Now you are given the energy that's given out. It is 100 joules, right? And this energy is energy that's given out in 1 second. So now making use of the wavelength of this monochromatic light, we can find its frequency, and then in the same way you can find the energy of 1 photon of light. So let's see. I'm going to put it this way. You're given the wavelength, right? This one. Before that, I will put it this way. Wavelength lambda gives you is 400 nanometers. Now this nanometers, 400 nano means 10 raised to the power negative 9 meters here. And now see, energy of 1 photon is, now we put E is equal to h nu, and now for h it is 6.6 to 6. So this is h into, instead of nu you can write C by lambda here. So your h is 6.626 into 10 raised to the power negative 34 joule second into the speed of light is 3 into 10 raised to the power 8 meters per second. The whole, then divided by the wavelength, it is 400 into 10 to the negative 9. So I think this is 400. Okay, first let me write this way. It is negative 9 meters. So when we simplify this, I get 6.626 into 10 raised to the power. Wait 1 minute. What I'll do is 6.626 into 3 here into 10 to the negative 24, and 8 becomes 10 raised to the power negative 26. If I'm not wrong, it's negative 26. Second per second get cancelled, and here I can write this as 4 into 10 raised to the power 100 watt into it becomes 10 raised to the power negative 7 meter and meter again they get cancelled. So you are finally left with only joule as a unit here, and on simplification, this will go on top, it becomes positive 7. So you finally have 6.626 into 3. So let's see, I'll just write down the answer straight away. This is going to be, it's 19.87, 19.878 into, as I said, this is 10 raised power, negative 26 into, take this in top, 10 raised power, positive 7, the whole divided by 4, and it's finally equal to, so the final answer, it is, when you divide this by 4, you're going to get 4.9695 into 10 raised to the power. This will become 19, negative 1926 joules. So this is now the energy of 1 photon. Now what you are required to find is the calculate the number of photons emitted per second by the bulb. Very interesting. So this is the energy that is given by 1 photon. Now, in 1 second, this bulb gives out an energy of 100 joules. So, in 100 joules, this energy of 100 joules is given by how many photons? So, I'll just put it here, right? So, talking about the number of photons, right? So, this energy, that is 4.9695, maybe you can take this as 5 into 10 raised to the power minus 19 joules. This much of energy is given by this much energy is given by 1 photon, just 1 photon, right? 1 photon. Now you have this energy, 100 joules of energy is given by how many photons? This is what you are required to find. You take this as x. Since this is a case of direct proportion, you can just cross multiply. When you cross multiply, your value of x is going to be, I'll put x here, is equal to, when you cross multiply, it is 100 joules here into, that is 1 photon there, and then this whole thing divided by 4.9. I'm going to take it as 5, right? Let's say it's 5. 5 into 10 raised to power, when you round up, right? And 10 to the power negative 19 joules. So what will happen? Joule and joule get cancelled. And finally, this is 520 times. And finally, you take this on top. Your x is going to have this value. It is 20 into 10 raised to the power positive 19 photons. Positive 19 photons. Or if you write this in the scientific notation form, it will become 2.0 into 10 raised to the power 20 photons. So, you will now see that, there is this 100 joules of energy is given by 2 into 10 raised to the power 20 photons in 1 second, right? In 1 second. So that should be the answer, which is by 20 photons. Fine. Well, that's it. And then now you will do the same thing for the next problem. Problem number 4. Again, it is a 60-watt bulb and it emits monochromatic light of wavelength 600 nanometers. So you will see the power of the bulb. You will change it to, so I don't have to write it, 60 watts. That is the same as 60 joules per second. And now you are asked to calculate the number of photons emitted per second by the bulb. Just apply the same thing. And then the answer for this one, I think I have calculated this for you. And if I'm not wrong, it is, the answer here is 18.2 I got this as, so I answer not right here. The answer for this one is 18.11 into 10 raised to the power 19 photons. This is per second. And if you write this in the scientific notation form, bring this decimal point to the left by one digit, 1.811 into 10 raised to the power. You've made the numbers smaller in value, so you increase it, this becomes 20 photons. Very good. That's it. So this should be the answer. And now the same kind of problem for you, but the only difference is, you're asked to calculate the number of photons emitted by the bulb in 1 minute. So it's actually 20 joules in 1 second. You will find the number of photons. Do the same thing, same kind of steps. You will find the number of photons emitted by this bulb of power 200 watts. So first you find the number of photons emitted by this bulb in 1 second. This is actually the number of photons emitted in 1 second. And then after you have got the answer for the number of photons emitted by the bulb in 1 second, then you multiply that by what? In 1 minute, how many seconds are there? You have 60 seconds, right? So you multiply that answer by 60, and then you will get the final answer. And so here, you have 2 joules, 1 photon in 1 second, right? So here, I have got the answer for you. That is in 1 second. In 1 second, the energy given out by this bulb. The energy given out by this bulb in 1 second, right? The answer for this one, like in 1 second, it is 7.04 into 10 raised to the power 20 photons. That is in 1 second. Now you have to find the number of photons given out by this bulb in 1 minute. That is 60 seconds you have. So 60 into 7.04 into 10 raised to the power 20 photons. Now, in 1 minute, this is in 1 minute. 1 minute. So just multiply these two, whatever answer you get, that becomes the final answer. So now this is all about energy that is related with these radiations or photons of light. And the next problem we're going to take up is with regard to this photoelectric effect. Let us see now. Now we just now talked about photoelectric effect, and here we even talked about the kinetic energy that is associated with the electrons that are ejected from the metal surface. So now here, this problem number 6, to write the answer, you see it says the threshold frequency, it's denoted by this symbol nu naught, for a metal is 7.0 into 10 raised to the power 14 per sec, that is per second. That's the minimum frequency required. And then you have to calculate the kinetic energy of an electron emitted when radiation of frequency. Now the frequency of the radiation of the light which is incident on the metal surface is 1.0 into 10 to the power 15 per sec or hertz. So when this radiation strikes the metal, you're asked to calculate the kinetic energy of an electron. So what we can write down is you are given this minimum frequency or the threshold frequency to be that is mu naught is equal to 7.0 into 10 raised to the power 14 per sec, and then the beam of light or the radiation which is incident on the metal surface and has a frequency of nu, which is given to the 1.0 into 10 raised to the power 15 per sec, and then you are asked to now calculate the kinetic energy. The kinetic energy of an electron that is ejected from the metal surface. And for this, you know that kinetic energy is given by the expression h, and then in the bracket you have nu minus mu naught. So we need the value of h. Planck's constant is 6.626 10 raised by negative 34 joules second. And then here for this expression, in fact the kinetic energy is given by, if you remember, h here, mu minus mu naught is the expression. The unit here will be joules, right? So this is based on the explanation which Albert Einstein gave. You remember this. So the kinetic energy of an electron here will be, your h is 6.626 into 10 raised to power negative 34 joules second, and then the frequency of the light or radiation striking the metal surface is this one. It is 1.0 into 10 raised to the power 15. This is per sec. Minus you have the frequency of, that is threshold frequency, it is 7.0 into 10 raised to power 14 per sec. So that per sec here can be taken as a common factor and written outside the bracket. I write it here. Now what you will say is, this is 6.626 into 10 raised to power negative 34 joules second. This whole thing becomes 1 actually. Let's see, joules second. And now to simplify this expression, this is 1.0 into 10 raised to power 15. I'll make it 10 raised to power 14 into 10 raised to power 1. Right. I keep 10 raised to power 14 here and then multiply this 1.0 by 10. So 1 multiplied by 10 is 10 itself. Right. So you'll be left with 10 raised to power 14. See, what I'm going to do is 1 into 10 is 10 into 10 raised to power 14. This 10 raised to power 15 is the same as 10 raised to power 14 into 10 raised to power 1 minus 7.0 into 10 raised to power 14. This is per sec. Now, what you have here is 6.626 into 10 raised to power negative 34 joules second. And now, what we can do is, this is 10 raised to power 14. 10 raised to power 14 is common factor in these two terms. You can take this out and write this as 10 raised to power 14 here. And in the bracket, I'm left with 10 minus 7. This is per sec. If you want, you can now cancel out this second per sec here, or you can just go on with it. So this is 10 minus 7 will become 3, isn't it? 3. So let's write it once again. 6.626 into 10 raised to power negative 34 joules second into 10 raised to power 14 into 10 minus 7 is 3. That is per sec. Now you see this second per sec again, they get cancelled. If you want, you can cancel out these two here itself, and then you will not have to write these again and again. And then now finally, when you multiply the whole thing, this by this, okay, 3, 6, 18, 3 to 6, 7, 3, 6, 18, 1 remains, 3, 6, 19, I got 19. Now it is how many? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 19.878 into 10 raised to the power. This is positive 14. If I'm not wrong, this is negative 14 becomes negative 20. Negative 20 joules. If you write this in the scientific notation form, you're going to put this decimal point here, 1.9878 into 10 raised to the power 19. Since it has become 1.9, its value has been reduced. So you have to multiply this by 10 here, shift it by 1.10 means positive 10, positive 1, minus 20 and 1 becomes negative 19 joules. So this is now the energy of that is the kinetic energy of the emitted electron, or the electron emitted from the metal surface. So it's quite simple and easy. And now next is with regard to the next problem. This, in fact, you can work it out yourselves. Problem number 7 again. It says the threshold frequency nu naught. That is the symbol we use to denote the minimum frequency or threshold frequency, right? So the threshold frequency for a metal is 5.0 into 10 raised to the power 12 per sec. Now you asked to calculate the kinetic energy of an electron emitted when radiation of frequency nu is equal to 2.0 into 10 raised to the power 13 per sec strikes the metal. So maybe you can work it out yourself. I will give you the answer for this. It is the kinetic energy of an electron here will be 9.939 into 10 raised to the power negative 21 joules. So this is the answer to this problem number 7. And now you will in fact apply the same sort of formulas here and the same steps, and you will finally get this as the answer.